Hello everyone, Stoody here on my podcast channel. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys have a lot of questions because you probably have noticed by now that all the videos on my main channel are gone. Why is that? Well, I've had to private them all. Now here's why. So overnight I received 3 bullshit emails from YouTube. The first one was at about midnight, and that email was informing me that one of my videos, I believe it was the Dealing with American Feral Storytime video from like 2023, informing that it had been falsely flagged for child safety. Now, which is complete and utter bullshit, because that video was me talking about a bunch of American ferals that were all adults. There was no children involved in that story at all. What a fucking disgrace on YouTube's part. I did appeal that one and they didn't fucking give me the video back, which is bullshit. And then again at 4:30, I received another bullshit email. This time, one of my rants from a few months ago, the one where Nick Watson gave the Richmond Cheer Squad the finger. I believe it might have been rant number 64 or something like that. That got falsely taken down for apparent harassment and bullying. There was no harassment and bullying in that video. It was just simply a rant. And then I woke up after that, noticed the emails, so I had to go on my computer after I had a shower before I went to work and quickly privated every single video on my channel, every single short, every single live stream. And I was pissed off, very, very pissed off. And another email came as I was doing it at 5:30. So at 5:30, another email came right on cue. This video has been age restricted. It was the Richmond versus St Kilda live reaction highlights video from 2023. Remember how I used to do live reactions, then I'd do a video with the highlights? That was what that was. So I had to quickly private all my videos to save my channel. Now, here's the thing. On Wednesdays, I usually start at 3 o'clock, but I was asked to start later today because of the fact that someone was off. So that's probably what saved my channel, because if I had to start at 3 o'clock, I probably don't notice that I'm getting mass flagged on time. So yeah, basically I got mass flagged. So that's why that channel has no videos on it. The question is, what now? Because if I was to bring all the videos back up, potential it could happen again. Now I know exactly who is responsible for this. Justin Gemmill or Gemmill, whatever the fuck his stupid name is. However you pronounce it, I don't really give a shit. So basically he's been harassing me for quite a while. At first, I decided to just ignore him because I quickly realized he was just some spastic, clearly has a mental disorder, and my parents taught me better than to pick on special needs kids. Well, he's not actually a kid, he's 25 years old. But then he started harassing my mates. He got one of my mates falsely terminated by making a fake account of that mate and then reporting that mate for impersonation. And because of YouTube's fucked system, they falsely terminated my mate, even though my mate was the original account. So when that happened, I made a video discussing it, and that's when Justin really started to obsess over me. He was making live streams, live reaction streams like I used to, acting exactly how I would act, trying to be me, while at the same time constantly making community posts about me, harassing me. I continued to ignore him because, he's a sped with severe mental issues. But it got to a point where I couldn't ignore him anymore. Basically, he started doxing me. I guess he finally came across my docs, which I'm pretty sure everyone has seen my docs at this fucking point. But for some reason, it took him that long. This was about a month or so ago now. He didn't just put my docs up, he put my whole family's docs up. But one person in particular he really obsessed with was my younger sister. Now my sister is a minor, keep that in mind. But he, for whatever reason, just continued to mention her. And I caught him saying some disgusting sexual shit about her, which he would never say to my face because I'd fucking murder him if he said that to my face. He made a live stream where he basically doxed me and all this other shit. There's also been evidence of him being a potential pedophile. There's screenshots of him calling a 14-year-old cartoon character named Emily Elizabeth sexy, which is very predatory. And not only that, he also made a community post where it was a screenshot of a little girl in a swimsuit, probably around 8 years old. And he did the, wet emoji, those raindrop emojis, whatever they are. But basically, to explain it best I can, appropriately as I can, it's basically him saying that he's pleasuring himself to that image, which is fucking disgusting. He has also admitted on stream that he thinks Emily Elizabeth is the sexiest character, even though she's meant to be a 14-year-old. The fact he stalks my sister, who is a minor, is also very alarming. And this is where it gets really bad. He was talking to a 12-year-old girl in one of his live streams, and then he flashed his dick on the live stream with a 12-year-old watching. This is disgusting. It's criminal behavior, and I'm not going to stand for this. He is not going to continue to fuck with me. He's not going to continue to fuck with my friends. He's not going to fuck with my channel that I've spent 3.5 years building up from scratch. He has no idea what hard work is. He fucking stocks shelves at the local supermarket and probably does 10 hours a week, if that. This individual is obviously a very sad, disabled, obviously. That's sort of the reason why he behaves the way he does, but it's not an excuse for his disgusting behavior. Some of his victims are also disabled, and also have a lot of friends that have disabilities that do not act like him. So his disability is not an excuse. He has drove so many people out of the AFL community. It is not funny. One of my good mates who was making videos, he was enjoying himself, interacting in comment sections. He drove him out of the AFL community, and he's trying to do the same thing to me by getting my channel falsely taken down. He's just a complete cancer to the community. We do not need people like him. He does everything he can to take down or harass or whatever anyone who just doesn't like. Anyone, I guess, he might be jealous of. Like, I've never done shit to the bloke, so I don't understand what the fuck his issue is. Just so you know, Justin, everyone knows where you fucking work. Just because you're on the internet doesn't mean you're anonymous or safe. You've been doxed yourself. I'm not going to dox you on this video because I'm above that, but I know if you had my information, you would dox me, which you have anyway. But I know where you work, and I have reported you to your work. And I have gone to the police as well today. Reported everything you have done to me and to other people, shown them the screenshots of you flashing your dick on camera. Your boss is going to see it. You've completely fucked yourself over. This is why you do not fuck with me. You're a disgusting piece of shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. Get off social media. Turn yourself in to the police. If anyone wants to know where this guy works, feel free to DM me on Instagram or Discord. Links to all of it will be in the description. All my social medias, I have quite a few. If you want to make a report yourself, feel free to. I'll give you all the contact details and how you can report him, because I know I'm not the only victim of him. And I do believe this individual is a danger to children. He is physically harmless to me. Like, there's no way he'd be able to have the money or the mental capacity to fly to Melbourne to try and kill me or some shit. But I do feel like he's got the sort of psychopathic tendencies where he could possibly kill someone, but he'd probably only kill someone that's weaker than him, which would be a woman or a child. 99% of blokes he wouldn't stand a chance against. And he works in a supermarket where kids are there every day. And not only that, they're going to have staff members that are teenagers, 14, 15 years old. He obviously is into that sort of age range. So he should not be employed where he is employed. That's why I've reported him. He is going to be looked into. And Justin, you fucked yourself over, mate. I gave you so many chances. You were on your last chance when you doxed me. I tried to give you so many outs, but you just can't stop yourself. You just can't. I hope the police come to your house with a search warrant, take away all your devices, because, I can almost guarantee, I'm very, very confident that this guy is going to have illicit material on his devices of children. I can guarantee you that. He's posting photos of little girls, like 5, 6-year-old girls, taking a shit on the toilet on Twitter. He's doing shit like that. It's not normal behavior. He might say that he's joking or whatever, but I don't think that live stream was a joke. And I don't think anyone with a normal brain would pretend to be a pedophile on the internet. I think he's definitely a threat to his family, anyone around him, anyone who works with him. But I don't want people over the internet to be scared of him. He's not going to be able to find you. He's not going to come at you. He's a pussy. He's a coward. I know there are a few people that do worry about him because of how much of a psycho he is. But believe me, you don't need to be afraid of him. That's for certain. Justin, you did this to yourself, mate. You've done it to yourself. You got your karma when you got terminated. I wonder if the reason why you tried to take my channel down was because you think I was the one that terminated you. Well, no, I only reported the posts you made about me doxing me, my family, and the videos, the live stream, whatever. They're the only ones I reported. You got terminated on your main channel, your Chipmunk channel or whatever, for copyright. You got banned on your Justin Saints fan account for ban evading. Because that's what happens when one account gets terminated. Every other one's get terminated. It's a well-known fact. So Justin's going to get what he has coming. So it's in the works. So basically, a lot of you might be asking me, what now? Well, I do plan on making a full-on exposed video on Justin eventually. Because even though he seems irrelevant, he is pretty dangerous in the AFL community. He's able to take down other YouTubers for no reason, abusing the YouTube's broken reporting system. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the 3,000 subscribers special music video. I've got a strike on my channel. It's too fucking risky now. And by the time the strike expires, it'll be, January? I would be way past 3,000 subscribers by then. I mean, I don't even know when I'm going to put all my videos back up, if I'm going to, before the strike expires. But I can't upload for a week. I'm banned from uploading. So that's why it has to go on this channel. And I don't really intend on making this my main channel. And I had plans for the off-season. I had plans for next AFL season. The videos I planned on making during the off-season, or at least in the near future, are going to get pushed back to fucking possibly January, depending on when I decide to record videos again. But this could be the last video for a while. I don't know. Maybe I'll make another video in a week. I'll talk to my mates, ask them what their opinion is, what I should do. But Justin, you've dug yourself a hole so deep, you're basically buried now. I hope you get arrested for this. Not for trying to take my channel down, but for the pedophilia shit and the harassment shit. But you trying to ruin my 3.5 years of hard work, that's what's fucked you over in the end. And it has to be him. It has to be Justin who's done it. No one else could have done it. There's going to be people that say, how do you know he did it? Well, it's definitely him, because one of the videos was a video of me reacting to Richmond beating St Kilda, his team, in a game of football. Who the fuck else is going to be salty about that? I mean, the fact that he watched like 23 minutes of my 28 or so minute video from last night kind of goes to show how obsessed he is with me. Because I reckon he got the idea because I mentioned I had a warning on my channel. But I never mentioned it when it happened because I didn't want to give anyone any ideas. Unfortunately, it sounds like I gave Justin some ideas. But I'm mentioning that in the video. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have mentioned that. I guess I can never ever mention when I get a warning or a strike on my channel again. But in future, if I randomly disappear or randomly remove all my videos, you guys probably know what the fuck's going on from now on. I almost lost this channel last year, and it was during AFL season. That was a pretty big hurdle to jump, but I jumped it and I thrived. This is another bump in the road, but it's off season, so it's not as significant. Plus, it's one strike, not two. So I'm not quite as on the edge. But I'll probably have to quit doing rants or any of those sort of high-risk videos for at least a few months. And I'll probably, if I am to put videos back up, I probably won't put all of them back up. I'll probably just put the low-risk videos back up. And then maybe in January, I'll put all the others back up. But we'll wait and see. I guess that's all I really have to say. Again, if you want any of the evidence against Justin, or if you want to know how to report him, if you want Justin's information, message me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, any of those. Links to all those are in the description. I guess that's all I have to say. I'll see you later. I don't know when I'll make another video. I'll do my community posts on this channel, not on my main channel, for the next few months. Because there's still a lot of things I like to just post on YouTube, but it's very risky on a channel with a strike. But this channel's completely clean, so I can do it on this one. Thank yous for watching, and I'll see yous maybe soon, maybe in a while, but we'll find out.